Okay.
What was that?
Breaking news from the Fox
Breaking
News
news.
election desk.
We call that a rat fart.
We just bought double eagle gold quarters from the coin collector.
What is
on
up,
History
everybody?
Channel.
Welcome back to another episode. We're having some fun already. Let's talk some golf. This is the Chasing Daylight podcast. I missed that last week. It was nice to have.
Yeah.
But that song, man, that jam, that
Mhm.
EDM banger, man. Woo!
That was a banger.
Lord, that gets you hyped. Get you hyped. What's
I
up,
just
fellas?
listened to the intro on repeat all week.
Did you? You can download the song. Sure.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. So what's up, man? How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, doing good. How about
So
yourself?
Jeremy, I'm in a great mood. I've been getting sleep. It's so weird. It's so weird. I told the boys earlier tonight. I said, 50 is creeping. I'm 6 months away from 50, and so I need to start prepping. So I've been going to bed at 9:30.
Pretty close to that senior discount at McDonald's.
You
You've been
got
scoping all
to be
those
there.
out?
You got to be there early to get that. So I'm prepping. I always wondered why my granddad was up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went to bed at 7 o'clock. I'm starting to figure out they're on to it, man. They know.
You're about to get suckered into those giveaways for dropping $1,000 on points at the casinos to grab a T-shirt that says, I play at stations.
Yeah,
We're gonna see Matt on one of the billboards soon.
Yeah. I won $1,250 playing video poker at
no,
M Resort.
I don't do the casinos. That's not my jam. No.
It's coming though. It's
No,
coming.
no.
You're getting up there.
No, I'd rather go to the library and people watch.
Okay, you are getting old.
No, just the casinos aren't for me, man. I mean,
I know.
I can go to the casinos and people watch. That
Yeah,
I absolutely love, but yeah, no, I'm not. I like my money. I like my money, and I like to keep it. So, Jeremy, you got a little golf in this weekend. You were the only one. Joe and I
Bummer.
took
It
the
was a
weekend
sad
off.
weekend.
yeah.
So-
I played at Boulder.
How
Creek.
was the creek?
It was very windy and very cold. There was like an hour frost delay, and man, it never really warmed up. It was just
You played Sunday or Saturday? Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday
Yeah.
was really nice though,
Mm-hmm.
but Sunday was pretty
Hey,
rough.
So,
Yeah.
for those that aren't aware, we are having a crazy batch of unseasonably cold weather in November. Cyrus is like just furious at me because I lied to him about the weather. And I told it's amazing here. We're 10 to 15 degrees below average, and it hasn't changed for like a week and a half. I mean, normally we're upper 60s, lower 70s this time of year, and we've been in the mid 50s. It's been weird. It was 37 outside my patio this morning. Just crazy cold weather. I got invited out to Aliante.
You're starting to feel it in your bones, right?
Just my knee.
Because you're getting old.
Just my knee. You fucker. You guys are going to be like, hang on, let's call Matt and see how he's feeling before we go play. See, there's advantages to having old people in your clique, right?
That's true. You
those
know what's coming
discounts.
up weather-wise.
I know what's coming up weather-wise. You're going to be like, Matt, I'm going to North Carolina. Can you give me a reading in North Carolina? Can you reach out to some of the seniors and
Yeah, it's coming.
yeah, it's coming. But anyways. So I got invited out to Aliante. But we got some family coming, and the casita needed some work. And so took one for the team and decided to make the wife happy and stay home and work on that. And so I didn't get out on the course.
Yeah, Sean invited me as well. Katie's out of town, so no golf this weekend. Theo was sick last week. I was sick last week. I'm glad that's over with. But what's going on this weekend? Because I saw that Sunrise Vista is doing a turkey shotgun. I mean,
I saw that
have you
too.
played it, Matt?
Sunrise, yeah, the Nellis
Yeah,
course.
you played it.
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
it back when there was 3 courses out there.
I mean, it's probably shit, but Saturday I mean,
And
we could probably go fucking win some turkeys or something, you know? You want
uh,
to check one off, Jeremy?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday? Are you
Yeah,
down?
I'm down.
how many?
All right.
What is it? A scramble? Is it a? 'Cause, we got
I
a
saw
record
them
with the
post
scrambles.
today.
It's probably a scramble.
Probably. I think actually every player gets like a turkey or something.
A turkey.
Yeah, I think so. I
What
think, what did
what
they
time is
say?
it at? What time is it at? I
It's
got.
at 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Sunrise Vista turkey shoot. November 19th, 8 a.m. 45 for non-members of military. Free turkey for the participants. It doesn't
Okay.
say anything about like winner or any prizes
I
or
wonder
anything
if
like
it's
that.
some of those Cornish hen-sized turkeys you're seeing at the grocery stores right now, because that's all there is.
Yeah. It's like 2 chicken tenderloins.
Two chicken tenders. No. We said free turkey sandwich.
Turkey
Sorry.
tenderloins. Yeah.
Here's your coupon for
Hey.
a gobbler at Farm
Yeah,
Basket.
yeah.
We could probably get Bob out there with us if they had tofurkey.
Yeah, I doubt it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've never played it, so I've always wanted to play it. I mean, it's a course that we need to check off at some point. And I figured maybe
Hey, go
if
do
someone's
it.
interested.
I got family.
I mean, it is desolate. It looks it's it's nothing.
Yeah, it's
It's
weird.
a golf course that is nothing.
It was an afterthought for sure. I mean,
It's a good bonus for
it's
the
so
people
crazy
that
because
live and
Jeremy,
work at
you've
Nellis
played.
Air Force Base, though.
Jeremy, you've played Hill Air Force Base, right?
Yeah, that place is sick.
Right, and I
Yeah.
mean, there's a bunch of Navy courses that are really good. I mean, some of the courses they do really well, but it's just I don't think anybody really cares because one, there's so much good golf in Vegas. You really don't need to have one on the base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I
I mean,
don't.
it's nothing you really think about ever either. It's like I don't even think there's a golf course out there, but people tell me there is. Like,
Gotta go do it.
yeah.
Gotta go do it.
All right, I'll hit you up tomorrow, Jeremy. Maybe
Okay.
we'll figure it out. Maybe Bob and Dan can join or something.
So earlier today, I posted on my Instagram on the breakfast ball update to my 2022 goals. And oops, that's not the right account. Hang on a second. And so I wanted to go over that with you guys and see what you thought, see if you agree with this or not. So more articles on the blog. I reached out to some people. We got some more contributors. We got some more articles written. So that I gave a green check mark. Increased the VGM membership. We went from 40 to 100. So yeah, that was a green check mark. Find and stay with the ball. I thought I was there. I really thought I was
Nope.
there.
Nope.
I thought the beginning of the year I tried the Srixons, and I bought 5 dozen and stayed with that ball for a while. And then after Greenlee was like, dude, quit playing that golf ball. That is not a golf ball for you. So I switched to the Triad, and I really like the Triad, and I want to stay with the Triad. Had plans to stay with the Triad, been gaming it for the past couple weeks or past couple rounds at least. And then I hit that Pro V during that practice round, and then I played with it in the finals. It's going to be
And
tough
you
to kick it
won.
out of the bag. And I won.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can say in 2023, I stick with that title as the whole year. I mean, it's
Did you see what is it, Golflicity? You guys follow Golflicity or know who they are?
I've seen them on YouTube.
So I saw something pop up at some point. Some USAM tournament or something like that, out of 257 players or something like that. They went through all the balls that the amateurs were using.
Yeah.
Did you see this or no?
Yeah, I think so.
So they were like, how
It was
many
like
played
90%
Srixon?
were titleists, right?
Yeah, it was like, how many played Srixon out of 257? It was like 2. How many played TaylorMade? 14. How many played Titleist?
The rest.
210. Yeah, something ridiculous. Callaway only had like 8 players or something like that. The thing is me and Trey, when we were playing, because we gave the Max Flies a try at Coyote a couple weeks ago. Julian really liked it. He felt like it was good for him. Granted, they had the Tour X Max Fly. I had the Tours. because the tour only offers the yellow. But I felt like it was after like 7 holes, I put the Titleist Pro V back in play. And Trey said, like, you know what you're getting out of a Titleist. Like, you know exactly what
There's
you're
no
going to get.
surprises. You're not getting any surprises.
Yeah, with the Max Fly, like the cover would be damaged if I hit it out of bounds. In a Pro V1, I could play an entire round, even hitting it out of bounds. You know exactly what you're getting, and it's really tough to leave Titleist when they really are the best ball out there. I think personally,
it's the premier golf ball, and they know it, and everybody else knows it.
Yeah, I mean, and like a Chrome Soft does work for certain situations. A TP5 works for certain situations, and TP5s have issues with the cover, I think personally.
Oh my
but
god, their covers are
they're
not good.
trash.
They're not good.
I do like other golf balls, but I think Titleist is the best performing all around golf ball. Cover wise, it is resilient, and I just can't. I can't. It's hard. It's hard because I
Yeah.
love Shricks on golf balls too, but
Well,
it's.
the triad ball, what I love about the triad ball, it is incredibly durable. I mean, I can play that ball. If I were to not lose one, I could play that for 3 rounds straight, and it would not look like it's been played. The cover, they have got the cover down, but it just lacks a little bit in the distance that with the new Stealth, what I'm seeing, the Pro V is just jumping off that face.
The thing about the Pro Vs is they work really good in the wind, which we have a lot of wind out here in Vegas, and they cut through it really well. I do want to give Bridgestone another shot at some point, but I mean, it's just, like they said, like Titleist has perfected the golf ball. Bridgestone is a rubber company, so they know what they're doing. Same with Shricks, but it's just not quite there yet.
Right. I agree. All right, finish the Vegas courses list. And this doesn't just fall on me; that falls on you guys too, because we all have kind of sucked at that. And you know what? It's tough though, because you get a chance to go play a course that and you know the rate, and you know what you're getting, and it's an easy choice. Versus, do we want to go play a course that we really don't have a desire to play just to check it off the list? So,
Sunrise Vista.
yeah, right. Durango Hills. So we don't have a lot that we need to do, but I would like to maybe once a month, all of us commit to let's go finish this list and get it done.
Yeah, but it's hard currently because
Absolutely.
there's some tough ones to check off currently.
Well, I mean, I'm not worried about shadow and stuff like that. I'm talking about the ones that are no brainers that we can go.
Yeah,
kick
well,
out.
that's on you because I think you have the most to check off for like
No.
no brainers.
Well, yeah. Well, you guys got the most to check off for exclusive elite courses, so
Yeah, exactly. So it's not as easily accessible as yours are.
step it up. All right. Next on my list was
step it up.
Increase my driver speed by 5%, and I gave that a red check mark or a red X because of the shaft debacle gate. I really was focusing on trying to find the right shaft for me. So now that I have it, and I have no intention of straying from this current setup, I'm going to be working on that next season.
So is 2023 goals not to switch your shaft?
500 times? Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Improve on my green regulation percentage, which I have done. I was at 26.3 last year, which I know is terrible. But I'm up to 31.6. And then over the last couple rounds with the new driver, I'm at 55%. So being in the fairway, being further down the fairway, and along Jeremy and I have both been talking about this, a little bit more focused dedication on every shot has really improved that statistic. Get under 190 pounds by the solstice. That was a fail. Just flat out fail.
Dude, you were looking lean and muscular at the solstice. It was good to see.
No. That's
after all that meatloaf, definitely not.
Oh, no. So yeah. That something's got to change with that. My weight is not
Honestly,
good
if
right
you were 190 or under, you would be looking like a twig. I feel.
now, right? I
Yeah.
have so much in my gut, and I was watching that because I made that video of the hole in one where I put together the 3 clips from you, Bob, and Dan.
hmm
And I was like, God, I'm a fat fuck. Jesus Christ. That is just, and Plumber sent me a message today and he's like, hey, let's do this.
Let's get a plan going.
Let's get a plan going.
Hey,
Come
you-
on.
We
you
need a
fatty,
checklist. Shout out Matt Plummer.
Yeah.
Check
the
out
coach,
his podcast.
Coach.
He knows his stuff.
And then I got some shit for this one because I said tinker less, commit more. And I gave that a green check mark. And Cyrus called me out on that.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I said, look, the irons didn't change. The wedges didn't change. I was trying to figure something out with my putter, but once I've gone left-hand low, I've stuck with that. Have kind of just been feeling out 2 different putters, the wide body Olsen, or the wide body Odyssey, and the Olsen.
and the Scotty.
Yeah, I mean that 3, I guess you could say that I was going through. But I wouldn't call that tinkering. I was just trying to find which one felt best for me.
So what would the definition of tinkering be? Trying to find the right one?
I would
I wouldn't call that tinkering. I would call that trying to find the right one.
Yes.
That's what you just said.
Yes, I'm not tinkering. I'm not like taking one putter and putting a different shaft in it, or putting a different grip in it, or changing the weight on it. I'm like, okay, I want to go game this for a couple and see how it goes. Okay, I want to game this one for a couple and see how it goes. I don't really call that tinkering. It's more of testing. I think tinkering is when you have one thing and you're consistently changing, like the driver. I was tinkering with the driver because I was fucking with shafts, I was fucking with weights, I was fucking with stiffness, all that stuff. But the putters.
So how would you describe trying to find the right one if you were trying to break that one down?
For the putter?
Yeah. Well, if you're trying to find something.
But I'm not tinkering with my putting. I've got my stroke, I've got ball position, all that stuff is fine. It's just I'm trying to find the one that feels best for me.
That's fine. I don't think that ever deserves a green check mark for you, though. I'm just gonna say that. You are the forever tinkerer.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, and I don't think tinkering is a bad thing when you have an objective in mind. I think tinker just to tinker, like if I worked at a golf shop, that would be bad because I would hit everything that comes in.
I can see that though. I can see that.
I mean, I would be consistent every single day, a new setup with something just to find, euphoria.
I can see that.
So, okay, so maybe an orange check mark for that.
Yeah, maybe an orange like dash. I don't think it's quite check.
So did you guys have any goals for 22? Do you do that? Do you set goals for your golf game?
No.
Courses, maybe. You're in this weird state of mind. You've changed so much. I mean, it's not for the bad. But you're just like this golf trip, bougie, bourbon, curly mustache.
I would say
hipster golfer now.
I would say like
pretty soon you're going to go, Matt,
I'm a soul golfer.
I'm just too cool for you guys.
I'm a soul golfer.
A soul golfer?
I want moments to like make me feel like I appreciate life, kind of thing.
Yeah. I can totally respect that.
Like I mean, obviously you posted all those things today in the Vegas Golf Network newsletter, like most bogeys, and I was up there and I was like, damn, that's kind of whack, but whatever, I had fun,
Yeah, but and it's easy to look at like the most bogeys as a negative thing, but it means you're not getting doubles.
It means I hit the leaderboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, totally.
I achieved something.
Yeah.
And that's one way to look at it. I mean, you could look at it as bad or good or but that also means that I played the most golf out of
You
a
were
lot of
out there.
people.
You were
I
out
was
there.
out there.
Got to
And
tee it up.
like I always say, like, I just want to play golf. Like, I just want to be out there. I just want to play. Like this past weekend, like we said that I didn't play, and I think in the 4.5 years I've been playing, I think I've missed maybe 9 weekends, maybe.
Wow, that's a pretty good run.
You know, um,
Well, this is the most golf I've played in my life. I've recorded 58 rounds this year. That doesn't include the scramble events that we played because you can't record those.
mhm.
And any other, outing that I didn't post a score to for whatever reason. But I'm 60 plus out on the course, which that's more than once a week.
Let me look. I mean, and I didn't post a lot of scores because I fucked up and played like shit, so I didn't.
See that's where you've changed, because you used to post your score no matter what.
Yeah,
And now I know we've been playing like at the VGN final. I looked at the leaderboard and I'm like, Joe hasn't posted a score since the first hole. He's having a bad day.
yeah. I
You know
mean,
it.
totally. Like, I mean, like, I know I didn't break par on the fucking hard course or anything super difficult or anything, but like score is somewhat irrelevant to me anymore. And that's, I think, when I shot 2 under for the first time and broke par, it's like everything's out the window. Like I can shoot 100 or or I'm shooting under par. Like that's all that matters. Like if I'm not shooting under par, it doesn't matter to me anymore.
That's a lot to put on yourself, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't weigh on me. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
like,
true. I mean, you have a different personality where you can do that.
yeah, I'm not like, oh, if I don't break par, I'm fucking, drowning my sorrows in a bottle of Jameson. It's if I'm not on track to where I want to be, then whatever, let's just have fun.
Jeremy, what about you? I know you're a more I want to play better oriented golfer. Did you have any goals set for 2022?
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers, on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Not really. But
Well,
I think
that
I'm
was
gonna.
a nice segment.
No, I think I'm going to for 2023 though, because I like the list that you made. I'll admit it. I've never been really like a goal-oriented person. Maybe that's too much to say to admit, but
There's nothing wrong with it.
yeah. But I think it's a good idea. I mean, even if it's like one or two things that you can improve. Like I was just looking at my rounds played and my average score and my low score from 2021 versus 2022, and my average score went up. So 2021, my average score was 74, and my this year was 74.9, and I played half the number of rounds this year than I did last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You've played that
Ooh.
least golf?
Yeah, I think I played 50, almost 60 rounds 2021 and only 30 this year. Which there may
Wow.
be some that I haven't posted, but
Yeah.
I feel
There's
like I
got to be.
haven't
You've
played
played
as
more than
much.
that.
There's been a few times I've taken a weekend or 2 weekends off.
Yeah.
This
And it may
feels
have
like
been because I haven't been playing well and it's just into other things at that time and stuff like that. But
this
Hey,
feels
life
like a
happens.
yearly recap show, but
it is.
I mean, back in 2021, like I swear I was out with Jeremy every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Like every Saturday or Sunday, me and Jeremy were playing.
Yeah.
And
This
that
year,
has been the
like,
case for 22.
yeah, 22 for
Where
sure.
was Matt? Where
I
was
think
Matt
I've
all the
only
time?
played like 7 courses.
Tinkering.
Yeah, you were tinkering.
I'm waiting for my fucking
Can't play,
glue to
guys.
dry.
Got a new shaft coming in, waiting for the UPS guy. Let me know how it goes.
This quick set isn't quick enough.
Going to the 2-hour quick set. This 6-hour stuff is for the birds.
Yeah. If I were to say my goals would be to play in the amateur events.
Yes.
Of course, VGN, but definitely like mid-am qualifiers and the state am and stuff like that is my goal to.
I would love
play
for
well.
you to play in the mid-am.
Yeah.
I think it's your jam. I think that would be, you would jive with that so much.
Mm-hmm. I missed
Yeah.
it. I mean, I played it in my first year here and sort of some in 2021, but nothing for like at least a year in SNGA. So I'm gonna get back into that next year. Probably a few, not a lot, but
Yeah, I mean, I think you can definitely do it. I would love to grind it out with you, but
Joe doesn't care about his score, so
I don't. But I care about good golf, and I want to see good golf. So, and that's probably like 2023 for me is like, just don't lose it. Even though I love hitting the shots and I love playing the game, no matter if I'm 100 over or 2 under, like just stay in it. That's probably what I should do.
no broken clubs.
No, yeah, I still to this day no broken clubs, and you'll never
Yeah,
see a broken club by me.
I haven't broken a club either. That's just something I
I've
don't.
never thrown a club.
Oh, I've thrown a club.
I've never thrown a club.
I've thrown a club.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain amount I see, and that's why it doesn't bother me people that do break clubs, because I understand. I know throwing a club, it releases some energy that needs to get the fuck out.
I get it, but I don't understand it at all.
Oh, I anytime I see someone snap a club or break a club or throw a club, I'm like, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
So, but
that,
but for those that don't have like a garage like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde like person that builds clubs with
But
spinning
I've been like
ferrules
this
in their
forever, though.
garage, that you can drop them off to.
But I get it though. I mean,
I get it, but if you're trying to play next week, like it's probably not a good idea.
it does suck.
Yeah.
I'm still out a 3-wood.
And you still have some regrets later, but
yeah.
Tell you that when
I mean,
you take that inanimate object and you
those
toss
regrets outweigh completely.
I don't know about that. Outweighing.
I mean, you should probably fucking rather throw like a huge boulder because we're in the desert. Probably throw a boulder into the fucking ladies' tees green or something. I'd rather do that than break my club.
Hey, Rob mentioned this the other day. Do you think the golf courses out here need to have a desert area you can practice out of?
Yeah, definitely.
He said that to me. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, dude, you live so close to the desert. Just go out and hit some balls in it.
You imagine just dropping a bucket of balls at Revere on that side hill?
Yeah.
Just hitting balls out of the dirt.
What are you doing? I'm practicing, bro.
No, we need a guy out there with the fucking red spray paint. Just, letting us know where it ends. Where's the game end out here?
Dude, that video of the person at the range with someone holding the tree branches behind him, to simulate encore stuff. That is hilarious.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Are you ready to talk about Dick Pick Gate?
Sure.
It's in the news, so we got to talk about it. Pat Perez and Phil Mickelson. Apparently, there's a beef between them, and Adam was saying he went down a Twitter wormhole, and apparently it's because Phil sent Pat's wife a dick pic.
Do you know when?
Oh God, who knows?
I read an article about. I haven't paid attention to any of it, but I did read a little article. I think it was Alan Shipnuck. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His article about it, and with Pat Perez quotes and all that stuff. He didn't really say anything, but I was just curious if that was a new thing or if that happened years ago and he's still.
Well, this is my opinion. The LIV is over. Nobody's talking about it. It's until it pops back up again next year with their new schedule. Nobody's going to be talking about it. So this is just another way to keep a couple players' names in the headlines.
I would agree.
Why bring this up now? Why would you not bring that up the very first time you teed it up in LIV?
Yeah, I don't believe it at all. I mean, the only thing that somewhat makes me believe it is that Phil and his wife are swingers supposedly, but also you can look at the LIV post from.
I did not know this.
Oh, you didn't know that? Okay. Someone needs to read more books.
Apparently, there's not enough behind me.
So I don't believe it, but LIV posted either today or yesterday. We're almost sold out of our tickets for April of 2023. We released more. Go get them. Did you not see this?
No,
For Adelaide?
I muted and blocked all the LIV propaganda. I could not handle it. It was all my Twitter feed, and thank God it hasn't overrun me on Instagram, because that's just more blocking and muting.
Yeah, and that leads me to like not really believe them, because there is no way. Like, look at this post that says LIV Golf Adelaide, April 21st through the 23rd. High demand. Additional tickets released.
Oh Lord.
With Cam Smith, just the Australian golf god. Like, there's no way.
Hey,
there's no way
don't
you're almost
take that credit away from Norman.
There's no way. They're almost sold out of April tickets.
No chance.
And then, 2 days before, it's Phil sends dick pic to Pat Perez's wife. And Phil and Pat Perez would be the two dudes that are in LIV that would agree to doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yes, they would.
100%. Like, I don't believe it at all until we see the receipts.
It's the Saturday night.
I don't want to see them, but
it's the Saturday Night Live skit before they all come out on stage and say goodnight.
Yeah.
The one nobody gives a shit about, the one that nobody cares about. It's a bad skit.
Yeah, I don't believe it. It's staged, I believe.
All right. Well, we got some other stuff to talk about. I want to ask everybody to, we'll get this when we get back. We're going to take a break. When we come back, earlier today, I reached out on Instagram. I was looking for a COVID golfer, and let me put a little disclaimer out here. This is not a negative term. It's a term that I'm using, and a bunch of other people have used to describe a golfer that came to the game because of the pandemic. Because
similar to pickleballfer.
Pickleballfer. Yes. Somebody who has recently picked up the game because of the pandemic, and they've stuck with it. For the most part, the pandemic is over. People have gone back to work, everything's open, and people can get back to their normal lives. But they've stayed with the game. So I reached out.
It's over.
I can't officially say that, because then somebody's going to fucking go, the Chasing Larry podcast is saying the pandemic's over. 10,000
That's good. That's hey, that's good.
It's good press.
First.
Yeah,
good press.
You heard it here first. Oh, wait, more breaking news.
Just don't play any Kanye music, because then we might be canceled.
Okay, deal. So I had somebody reach out. Chris Torres said, hey, check out my bro. Send him a message. So
that's Chris's brother?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay, I didn't know that. I would have loved to know that before I listened to it.
Christian, I reached out to him today. We chatted, recorded a little segment. So when we come back from the break, I'm going to start with that. And then we can talk about that afterwards, and then get into some of the other things before we wrap it up. So we will be right back.
Hey, I'm Bob West, your Vegas golfing real estate agent. Over the course of a 4-hour round, I can help you with some tips to lower your scores. I can also help you with your goals when it comes to buying or selling a home anywhere in Las Vegas or Henderson. Reach out to me on Instagram at @TheBobWest, or just send me a text at 605-881-5481. Give me a call. Let's play around. Hey, thanks everybody for checking out this little segment of the podcast. We
love getting different perspectives from golfers. We always try to have people on the show that are involved with brands or, play professionally. But I was thinking the other day it might be fun to get somebody on, kind of like the golf homie that we had on recently that is new to the game. So I put a feeler out there on Instagram, got some feedback, and on the phone with us, I have Christian. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, man. You're relatively new to the game. The term COVID golfer kind of has a negative connotation to it, but it's a term that I like to use to just kind of describe somebody that picked up the game during the pandemic. Would you say that's you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I have no problem with that term.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're a little pretentious when it comes to the game. We've been playing a long time, and we kind of can be a little snobby when it comes to newcomers to the game. But me personally, I love anybody that wants to take up the game. So this opportunity to talk to somebody that's new to the game, I'm looking forward to it. So
yeah, for sure.
Let us know, what was it that made you want to start playing golf?
So my brother has been golfing for, more than 10 years. And he's been trying to get me to golf for that 10-year period. And we've always, I've always said, you know what, I'm not there yet. It's an old man game. He's like, dude, you're tripping, man. Just try it. I'm like, nah, dude, it's not me. And that was in California. I moved back to Vegas about a year and a half. In April will be 2 years. So we're finally in a state together. And we haven't lived in a state together for a while. So close. So, when I moved from Cali, I was staying with him for a little bit. And he took me to play 18. I gave out after the 15th hole, but it was when he got me some irons for my birthday. And then I wasn't working, and it was COVID. I was in Vegas, and I had golf clubs, so I was just going to the range. And it just took that one out of the 1,000, gold shots and bad shots that I took, that one that I hit pure, the sound, the feeling, how far it went. I mean, from that point on, I was hooked, and I just all I want to do is play.
So how are you absorbing your golf content? Is it magazines? Is it YouTube? Is it Golf Channel?
It's mostly so YouTube and TikTok. I hate to say I'm a 35-year-old that has a TikTok.
Hey, I'm almost a 50-year-old with a TikTok, so it's all right.
Okay, yeah. So I don't post content, but all I watch on TikTok for the most part is golf. Like my algorithm is all golfers, and on YouTube I'll watch Good and like Busted Jack, those guys. But yeah, it's Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube.
So what is it about those accounts that has you following them?
It's more like they're likable guys. Like good guys. I just got into them. They have a huge following.
Huge.
But those guys are sticks, man. Those guys, I think Garrett and I think his name is Brett, or something like that. Garrett and something else. I forgot his name, but those guys are really good. But I do like Bob Does Sports. Those guys are like more older, casual golfers who I relate to more, beer bellies and over 30. I like those guys. Those guys are funny because, I don't want to say they suck, but they're like us. They're normal people, so they have their bad days. But yeah, it's just the likable personalities and then just the guys that are really good. The good. Those guys are unreal.
So much talent, and their content creation is it's so good.
Oh yeah, they have good clickbait. And every time I just watch a whole episode.
So what are you doing as far as playing, or do you consider yourself more of a guy who a range rat who practices?
I was a range rat when I wasn't working. I started working out here, and I've been really busy, so my weekends are kind of with the kids. I got 2 little ones. I threw away so I was a big gamer, but my wife was going crazy with it, so I sold my Xbox, and then that's what I bought all my golf stuff with that Xbox money.
Nice.
But that's what I was doing a lot. I was going to the range a lot. I kind of calmed down on that, and I told my brother I really want to start just playing 18. I want to, I go to the range, I'll hit mats, and it's not the best, because I'm learning, and my brother's always like, dude, you got to hit on grass, and you need to stop doing that because, you think you're the, top gun at a range, but as soon as you get on grass and play 18, it's a totally different ball game. And,
yeah, it gives you a false sense of accomplishment.
Exactly, yeah. So, right now I've just been really trying to get guys to play, with me whenever I can, whenever I get a chance. I love playing. I was chasing the sun a lot in the summer because the rates are cheap, and I don't mind the heat. But yeah, I just trying to play as much as I can right now, whatever I have free time.
Okay, so what is something that has surprised you about golf that you were just oblivious to beforehand?
I think it's more that I've learned is you're playing yourself. You're battling yourself, and that's what I love about it. It's such a hard sport, but for me, it's really calming. Of course, you get those rage moments, which I always have, but I don't know. It's just different. Golf for me really calms me. I didn't expect that at all. I thought it was, the opposite, like the effect that video games has on me, but it's the opposite. And then the camaraderie, man. Like when I first started going to clubhouses, I see all these OGs, man, and they're still hanging out. They're like, in their 60s, 70s, they have their core group of friends and they're playing and they're out the, clubhouse drinking and having, lunch or whatnot, shooting shit. And it's like, dude, those are goals right there. It's like, man, those old guys are cool, just because I never knew how awesome golf was. And now that I'm in it, it's like, that's what it is. It's just the bond and, the relationships that you build with people. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's unbelievable. All my closest friends right now, they all have come from golf. All of them. It's wild.
It's awesome.
Have you seen anything that like has bothered you? That like, wasn't expecting this?
I mean, my brother's a really old, like he's been playing forever, and he's taught me a lot when it comes to etiquette. And I'm big on the only thing is when you go to public courses for me is just a lot of golf etiquette. I feel like a lot of people, especially like COVID golfers, as you say, they don't know that, and it's like I don't like that. I'm with the the old school way: show respect the game, come dressed, wear a collar, give people space. The thing I don't like is what I ran into, being on a tee box and it's a really busy day and guys just pull up and park right behind you and get off and like, dude, I'm trying to swing right now. They're talking in my backswing. It's like I just got into the game, but that's something that my brother did implement in me. He's like, dude, respect the game, hear the rules, and there's levels to it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome that you've had somebody to do that.
Yeah.
That, we like to judge people and be quick to call them out for their failures, but not too many people are willing to step up and go, hey, let me help educate you.
Yeah.
And it's tough. Grown men it's tough sometimes to approach a grown man and say, hey, don't do that.
Exactly.
It's difficult. So that's good that you had somebody in your life to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vegas golf. How many courses have you played in town so far?
So like I've only played in Vegas. That's when I really guess. So let's see. I did Chimera, Stallion Mountain, Wild Horse, Revere, Rose Ranch, Las Vegas Municipal, Angel Park, Sunrise Mountain, Sunrise. That's
Club at Sunrise.
Club at Sunrise. That's 9. That might be it. Oh, Desert Pines. And
Do you have a favorite so far?
I really like. I just played Stallion Mountain 2 weeks ago, and I really enjoyed that one. It was like a little hidden gem. I grew up on the east side, and I didn't know all these golf courses were. Yeah, I lived on Nelson Charleston, and
I was Nellis and DI.
Okay, right on. Okay, so right down the street.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew the golf course around, but I wasn't into it. But now that I love golf, I was like, dude, Vegas has so many golf courses, and yeah, Stallion Mountain was a little hidden gem. I really like that one. But so far, I would say probably Rose Ranch. I really enjoy Rose Ranch. Yeah.
So have you, since you've been playing, have you seen the increases in prices?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. It's like, I gotta ask Mama if I can play, and when I do, she's like, yeah. What's it gonna be? I'm like, it's normal prices, but now like I want to say after like August. Like I don't know if it's because of the water shortage, but dude,
It's
we
the
played.
prime
We
season.
played. Yeah, we played Las Vegas. Dude, we paid $65 person. I'm like, dude, that's insane. I'm like, I know I'm new to the game, but fuck, that's the language.
Oh,
I'm
no,
like,
that's
that's a lot. And they had like a group of 5 ahead of us. I'm like, dude, this muni is $65. No way. But yeah, rates are crazy right now.
Has that deterred you at all, or are you trying to find
Mm,
a different avenue to get in some golf?
I mean, not really. If it's reasonable, I'll play. Look, man, if I get the green light from my wife, I'll play. I'll pay anything. I mean, that's all it is. Trying to keep the ball and chain happy, and not, because when I go play, it's always the issue. I get home and I want to knock out, but I've learned to get a coffee on the way home and get ready to take on the kids. But yeah, like for me, it's like if I can get a cheap rate in the morning, that's cool. But it's the guys who I'm with, whoever's free at the time, and yeah, like I said, I don't want to pay $80 for a muni, that's for sure. But
So how much down the equipment wormhole have you gone down?
so I don't think I'm that bad. I just started. I haven't got like a rangefinder yet. That's next on my list. I need to get one of those. But I mean, I spent all my Xbox money on all my brother got me my irons, got me some tailor-made. I can't think right now. There's decent irons. After that, I went on offer. I've got like a PXG driver. I got a Odyssey putter. I got a PXG 3-wood. Another thing with that, jumping on that is like my wife. Now that I'm in this, she got me that 3-wood for my birthday. Then she got me a 52 tailor-made,
There you
a
go.
wedge for Father's Day. So it's been cool because now I'm an easy guy to get stuff now. It's like, dude, you want to give me a gift? Give me something golf wise,
Right? You can never go wrong.
Exactly.
So how often are you going to the golf store?
Maybe once a weekend. My wife likes to go to Summerlin, downtown Summerlin.
Uh-huh.
I just go to PJ store whenever we go. I'll just go hang out there and let her thing.
Okay, so what's your plan when you go in there?
So I'll just go browse, try to think of something to say, tell my wife that I'm gonna buy that I don't need, and then I'll probably just putt and then try out their stealth that they let me on the simulator. He's like, oh, I want to try this one out. That's pretty much it. Just trying to get some free swing time,
Yeah. Have you gone into indoor golf at all yet with places like 5-iron and?
Oh yeah, so I did 5-iron with RGC.
Mm-hmm.
I did that once, and I really did like it. But the rates can be crazy on the weekend.
Yeah.
I did go last week. My brother got me a 3-iron, the long iron, so I changed the grips on that with Bob Allen, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Allen Golf.
Yep.
Off of Trop or Fort Apache and Trop, and I just went to go get my my grips changed, and then I saw all the simulators and asked him the price. I was like, sweet. He was doing a deal at $25 an hour, so I was like, I'll get an hour. So I was on the simulator there for an hour trying to get my stock yardage on my irons, even though I'm stuck. But I try to get something. But yeah, that's what I did: 5-iron and Bob Allen.
So what part of town are you in?
I'm on the Enterprise area, Blue Diamond, Jones.
Blue Diamond. Okay, yeah. So you're kind of out in that area. That's good. That's a good area to be then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually currently moving to Inspirata. Just closed on a house.
Oh, nice. That's my neck of the woods. I'm up in Madeira Canyon.
Okay, right on. Yeah, so I'm stoked because Revere is right down the street, so that's gonna be my new home.
That's sure. I love Revere because they've got it's all grass. There's no mats.
That's exactly.
It's a big
all
range.
Grass.
They got a ball machine. Mm-hmm. They've got 2 chipping areas, 2 putting greens. I mean, that's my place. That's my place.
Yeah, I love going there. Exactly everything you said. It's so pretty. It's open. It's big. It's grass, and it has the best of the best there. So yeah, that's gonna be. I'm excited because that's gonna be less than 10 minutes away now. So I was pretty stoked.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's another place you need to check out. It's called Robo Golf.
Oh yeah, I heard of that spot.
Yep, that they've got. They just opened up a new facility on Maryland Parkway, kind of near the 215.
Oh, okay.
And they've got 5 simulators, I think, and that's a place to go work on your game.
Oh, it's funny. My wife worked at she works from home now, but she worked at Sunrise Hospital, real quick. And her coworker that worked there, her husband is, I guess, the owner of Robo Golf. So she gave me like a 1 free lesson for Robo Golf. I just haven't used it, but
go check it out. Go check it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, Christian, I thank you so much for hopping on, man. It was quick, and I appreciate you reaching out. I love hearing your story so far. I think you're somebody that's going to be sticking around with the game for a while. I think you got a great attitude about it, and let's get out and tee it up sometime.
Yeah, man, I'm down. Let me know. Hit up my brother, and I'm down to play with you guys. Shoot me a DM, and I'm all with
it. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Welcome back. Oh, what is that?
Yeah, a little intro music. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Rivers.
Wow. Didn't know we had that in us. Yeah.
You guys probably didn't see it because it was just some random post I saw, but it was have you guys seen those videos where it's like one day after moving to Atlanta and then 1 week after living in Atlanta, a month after living in Atlanta? Have you seen those?
I've seen
those, yes. The ones from California are hilarious.
Did you see the Riverside one?
No.
Oh, it was great. It was like the guy was like dressed as like a super nerd, and he's like, one day after living out of Riverside, like I got beat up by these vatos, and it was a disgrace or whatever. And 1 week he's got a beanie on, like a Dodgers shirt, and he's like, 1 week after living in Riverside, fool, like it was great. And then it was, it was 1 month, and it was like, my girl got hit up by this one fool, and it accelerated. It was
Dude,
great.
the Temecula one is hilarious.
Yeah, some of those are really good.
Yeah,
we need to do like a golfer one.
1 week into playing golf.
Yeah.
A month into golf. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked that interview with Christian. By definition, COVID golfer, but not your typical COVID golfer, I think, because he has been bitten by the golf bug. That's somebody I want to play golf with, right?
Yeah.
That is somebody, and I said it, and we get a little pretentious, we get a little snobby, we like our
we are snobby. We are snobby golfers.
Totally, and then I've got no shame in saying that.
But the thing is we are all snobby golfers, but all of us will play golf with anyone that wants to play golf.
Absolutely, in a heartbeat. In an absolute heartbeat. Like the first time I played with Boston, who is new to the game, he's
now on Kondami. What are those things called?
Oh, dude, he's hooked on that, right?
He's hooked on those things.
I don't even want to touch one of those because as fast as he got addicted to it, I'd be like, the Tsunami podcast. But I had a blast playing with him. Just absolute blast. I love seeing different people and how they interact with the game. So we hope you enjoyed that. What was some of your biggest takeaways from that little 15-minute little interview with him?
I mean, one thing that's really cool to me is because I didn't know this before we recorded. He said his older brother, got him into the game and kept trying to push him into it, and taught him the ways, which, my dad taught me the ways back when I was a kid. Granted, I picked up the game 4.5, 5 years ago. He instilled the ways of the game and the etiquette with me, and I still remembered him to this day when I started playing golf. But to hear after you mentioned it, it was Chris Torres's brother. Like, that's super cool to me, and keeping it in the family is awesome. And obviously, it's such a great way to interact with your family. Number one, you create family as you play. Like, I didn't know either of you guys 5 years ago, and probably never would have crossed paths with you. And
had not been for golf.
Exactly, and it's such a connection, and you can go so far down the rabbit hole. And when you find those people that are down there in the rabbit hole, it's incredible.
This is one of my biggest takeaways. Was a gamer, sold all his gaming shit to go buy golf clubs.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, talk about getting the controllers out of your kids' hands and getting them outside. Boom.
Yeah.
excellent way to do it. And then when he talked about that first time he saw that ball flight, that it was just, and you make that perfect crisp contact and that ball does exactly what you want it to do. It's just, you stand there and you watch and you're like, wow. It's so hard for people that don't play the game and don't
It's
have
mesmerizing.
an understanding about what that feels like.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I remember.
Yep. That's
So
that's exactly what I was gonna say, Matt. That was the part that stuck out the most. Was just like, I mean, even now, like when I hit a good shot now, it's like that's where that addiction comes from.
right? Just, I mean, I love anytime I have a video where of myself where I've hit a good shot, I can watch that 1,000 times.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's so mesmerizing. Like everything clicked there. Your turn, your positions, everything was just right there, and I could just watch it over and over and over. It's so mesmerizing. So that was great. So I really enjoyed that. I want to get a couple more samples of that from some people. So if anybody is out there that's new to the game, you came across a podcast, you like what we're doing here, and you want to contribute, hit us up. Let me know. I'd love to get you on the phone. I want to talk to more people about this. There's a and I don't want to say we're part to blame for it, but we're also guilty for trashing some of the new golfers to the game. We always crap about the 10 million new golfers to the game. Well, Christian's one of the new 10 million golfers that gets it, and happy he's here. I can't wait. And hopefully we're still doing this in a couple years, and I can't wait to get him back on and just to hear the difference in how he thinks of it, because it's going to change. Everybody changes with their game.
Yeah.
Nobody has the same mindset at golf from the first time they picked it up to where they are now. So I'm looking forward to that.
I love when he said, "Yeah, my girl got me a 52 degree for Father's Day." Like,
right?
Yes.
Like, you got yourself a keeper.
Yeah. And especially if you didn't tell her, like, kill her.
Yeah. Now my wife wouldn't dare buy me a golf club because she has no idea what I want.
Right? That's
and I probably wouldn't want what she bought me.
Don't get too snobby. This is not a Wedgeworks Titleist.
I saw a commercial.
What are you doing?
Wait, you fell asleep on the couch watching Golf Channel, and I saw an infomercial for the hammer, so I ordered you one. Boom! That's all he kept saying, honey.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I want a little bit. I'm hoping that some people reach out to us on this as well. It's the season for smoking deals. You guys have talked about the Miras every year at Christmas. They always do a crazy deal. True Links right now is doing an amazing sale. You already got some?
Yeah, got some.
Yep, I think I'm going to order some tomorrow. They're doing the pre-Black Friday. Everybody, it's used to be Black Friday, and now it's the deal before Black Friday.
Yeah.
And
Walmart on Mondays.
Oh my goodness.
Got to be different, right? Walmart.
Hey, everybody's trying to take advantage.
Sam Walton's turning in his grave. What the fuck?
There's only so much shopping you can do on Black Friday, so now people have other options. They're like, hey, go handle your Black Friday shit on Black Friday, but come see us today.
It's Gray Wednesday. Get it before.
It's Purple Thursday. So anybody out there that knows any brands or anything that are doing some just incredible deals, that maybe they're a smaller company and don't have a major outreach, or even a freaking superstar company that's got a bazillion followers, and there's a banging deal going out there, send us a message. Let us know. Next week on the podcast, our special Thanksgiving week episode, I want to put as many of those deals that are out there. I'll just pummel the show notes with links so everybody can go do it. But I want to get as many as we can to let everybody know out there what deals that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, and there's one I have thanks to Andy for those hats for our tour championship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I've got to say, Travis Matthew is killing it lately. They just released a ton of new t-shirts, which I love their t-shirts.
Yeah.
But their cloud line is insane. You need to, if you don't have a cloud hoodie or any of their new cloud shirts, they always have 20% off on their site. Go order one. The best hoodie ever.
And if you're in Vegas, and you want to check it out before you buy it online, go to the fashion show. Go check
Yeah.
out the
There's a
Travis
store
Matthew
there.
store because
Yep.
it's a pretty sick little store.
And they have a ping pong table in there.
a
don't they?
badass ping pong table.
Yeah,
I
if
wouldn't
you're
mind.
if you're like from pickleball to golf, like you can go practice on a mini pickleball court and then transfer to golf real quick.
And
But those I went to because I was trying to find some new pants because I've gained a little weight recently. And I've been down with Lululemon since last year. So I was going to Lululemon at what's so funny, man?
I don't know.
no,
I don't know. Just
Lululemon
the
makes
way
great
you
shit.
the way you said that was so funny.
yeah.
I gained
So
I gained some
casual.
pounds. It's
I'm getting
winter.
a little pudgy lately.
The
I
winter,
It's sweater weather.
insulation.
So I was searching for a 35, not a 34, which is really difficult to find at 35. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
But Travis Matthew makes some great like stretchy denim jeans, like dry wick pants. They're sick. Like go grab those joints because I did.
I don't think
they're
there's
amazing.
one thing that they make that's not really good.
Travis Matthew is insane quality.
I mean, the
Like-
Quader socks. I told Beds the last time. I'm like, dude, I need to order socks. I just want socks. The
Mhm.
socks are fucking awesome. So so the last box I got from him was just socks.
everything I've ever bought or gotten from Travis Matthew is still in my closet. Like it doesn't.
I can't get rid of
age.
any of it.
Like it doesn't.
Did that 4th of July polo I
Yeah.
got like 5 years ago? I still rock that thing because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's supreme quality. Like shout out Travis Matthew. They're doing it right. West Coast, San Diego, palm trees,
Really,
and
really want to work
Yeah.
with Quader and Travis Matthews for the VGN. Really, really bad. I mean, really bad.
yeah, they make great shit. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything Travis Matthew.
Bed says he's working on.
Shout out Beds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
little teaser here. He says that he's hoping in 2023 he can outfit head to toe the major winners.
Dude, I text him the most random questions about how shirts fit and stuff like that, and he's like, "Yeah, shout out Beds."
He's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. I mean, he knows his shit. Every time you see Travis Matthew in a pro shop in Vegas, it's touched by
Beds.
Beds.
Got his hands on it.
He's the man.
Okay, do you want to talk a little pro golf?
Sure.
All right. So, our local boys didn't have a great week in Houston.
True.
Dana did okay at the Pelican. Which did you watch any of that course that Nelly won at?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it looks like Augusta. Unbelievable. Just impeccable golf course. That was fun to watch. So Nelly got a win. That was nice for her. Finau, another win. I mean, ever since he ditched the Peretti putter, he's just been a gamer. So
Should have saw that one coming.
yeah, you should have, because I've been saying it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You picked Finau?
No.
Oh,
I thought you were saying you should have seen it coming. That
Yeah.
I was going to say about his Peretti.
no.
About the win, you should have seen the win coming.
Yeah.
3
What's
out of
that?
the last 7. His last 7 starts, he's won 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was with the 425. That wasn't with the new 430.
Mhm.
Which when I turned it on the other day and he was in the lead by 40 strokes or whatever it was, I said, "Oh, he's getting ready to tee off. Let me listen." Ping! And I'm, oh, yep, that's the 425. Didn't even have to wait for the Jonathan Wall what's in the bag to come out, because I knew as soon as I heard that, no, that's the 425. And yep, sure enough, still gaming it, which is kind of a surprise, as much success as they had with it. But so do you guys think that those guys that, like, the TaylorMade, like Dustin Johnson, I know when the sim came out, he wasn't happy with it and didn't want to game it, but they got to because they're under contract. Same thing when I remember when the Speed, what was it called? Speed, whatever, came out with TaylorMade, the Speed Police, and he didn't want to play that either because he liked the what was before that? God, the slider. So do you think that they, as soon as it comes out, they test it, or do you think he's got, let me finish my schedule, let me finish this year, and then I'll go test it out? Because
I bet they test it out
yeah,
in between tournaments and stuff.
I mean, they got to get it way beforehand, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Ping
yeah,
wants
yeah.
the feedback.
For sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Titleist, like the new woods they were testing before the U.S. Open this year, and they just came out like a month ago.
Yeah.
So they've been in their hands even before when they say they're in their hands, they've got them.
So what do you think that says about Tony Finau, that he is somebody who's happy with his setup and doesn't want to change? Or maybe he didn't see the numbers that he saw? I mean,
I bet he's the type
Ping's
that
gonna
doesn't want to change.
Ping's gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna make him put it in the bag.
At
Just
some point.
at some point,
yeah.
he's going to put it in the bag because
Yeah. I mean, he's
It-
already. I mean, he's long enough. He doesn't need to gain distance. He could gain a little accuracy, but he's also one of the more accurate drivers. One thing I thought was interesting though was he's playing a Callaway 3-wood, an LS whatever, probably a triple diamond 3-wood. But
did you see Justin Rose?
yeah,
He was that an M4 that he was playing?
Mhm.
I mean, this guy has been with TaylorMade for years, went to Hanma, then went to Mizuno. Now he's got his own custom Mira blades with his own logo in them. And then he's hidden. It was an M4, right?
I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
fairway woods are probably the hardest thing for people to give up.
yeah.
No, this was a driver, though.
Oh, as a driver.
Yeah. He was hitting driver, old school. Well, not old school, but older school.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 or 5 years old now.
Yeah, very surprised to see that. I mean, that goes back to, gosh, I mean, before he left for Hanma.
2018,
2017, 2018?
something like that.
I'm not a great equipment, old school guy like that, but I was surprised to see that.
I would say personally, like, driver's probably the easiest to give up if it sits right to the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Fairways are probably the most difficult. Actually, irons are probably even harder to give up because, like, we're so picky with the irons. Personally, last year was like the first year I didn't change much in my bag at all.
Because you don't care anymore.
No, but like even now, like I don't. It's like I want Miras, but like I just can't. Like, I love my Mizunos. Like
All
I
right, so
love them.
Here's some Tony Finau stats. Driving distance. Now let's see. This is 4 measured rounds, so this isn't a big sampling. But he's 295 average, 137th on tour. Driving accuracy 70%. He's 15th. Let's see. So strokes gained off the tee, he is 5th on tour. Strokes gains approach, he's 5th. Strokes gained putting, he's 2nd. As soon as he got rid of the Peretti, I'm telling you, the dude is balling. Strokes gained total, he's 1st. So obviously it's working for him. If you go down his rankings, his lowest ranking on tour is sand save percentage and driving distance. So for somebody that doesn't, I mean, he can hit it as far as anybody. We all know that. We've seen his 200 plus ball speed. He doesn't need to. I don't think he plays an incredibly long driver. It seems like he's, Keegan Bradley very crouched over and on that thing. So I don't see that being a 46-inch driver by any means. He could definitely be bombing it out there 330, no problem. But choosing the accuracy over anything else. I'm curious. I would love to know why the 430 is not in his bag right now.
I mean, Tony Finau is one of those players where they're going to do everything they can to make him happy. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
he's a superstar right now.
He's a superstar. I mean, he probably he lives in Arizona now, correct?
Yeah.
He's probably at Ping all the time testing shit out and trying to make the Finau way of the clubs. And they make shit for him, and he probably spends a lot of time dialing it in. So maybe the 425 hasn't fit him yet, and they're working on it, and it will get there because they're gonna dedicate a lot of their time to making it right for him, so that way the public sees that he is playing the driver, so they can sell that driver.
Well,
and maybe it's just not there yet.
Does it go as deep as we need to deplete the 425 inventory. Tony, keep this in your bag. Go get a win, and let's clear the shelves. I mean,
I don't think no. Maybe.
Could
I
you
mean,
put it
who
past
knows?
him?
No, that's
Hey, if you play the 425 and you win, we'll kick you a $500K bonus and help us clear the shelves.
I mean, possible. It's
I-
possible.
God, I'd love to be in these meetings.
I don't think it's that deep. I
don't think
I
so,
mean, it would
but-
be fun to think that, but
Yeah.
it's probably just that's working for him, so that's what he's playing.
Of course,
'Cause-
that's the easy answer.
Because the
Yeah.
new driver's probably just not there for him yet, and they'll get it there eventually.
Mhm.
Because a lot of these guys don't want to let go of their clubs that they rely on for, wins, superstitious, whatever the case may be. But it'll get there eventually. It's just
There's
not
so
there
many
yet.
players. There's so many players. Like JT's playing 5-wood that's like 8 years old.
Oh my God, and it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I mean,
That-
there's
But
so
that's
many
a
guys.
wood. That's what I'm saying
It's
about
the
the
fairway
woods.
woods. They're tough. That's the toughest club to get out of the bag. For
if you
sure.
find something that works for you, you're not getting rid of that. I don't care
And
who you
that's
are.
where I'm at with the sim. Like I'm trying to find a new shaft for it, but it's so good and it's hard.
Yeah,
to let
you're
it go.
supposed. Yeah, you could be helping me relieve my tinkering anxiety by stopping by, going through some shafts. Let's tinker. Help me.
Yeah, but for us normal humans, like testing out shafts and shit like that is not as easily accessible as the tour players.
Well,
I
no.
got to spend $100. If it doesn't work, then I got to resell it for 40 and I lose $40, and then I got to try something else. And then it's just never ending cycle. That's where you're at. You got to get out of that never ending cycle. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I was waiting. Oh goodness. Okay, so this week the tour is the PGA Tour. I gotta make sure no one thinks I'm talking about the LIV Tour there. They are in Sea Island, Georgia, playing the RSM Classic. Harry and Taylor are both in there. I'm waiting for those boys to take a week off. I guess this is the last official event of 2022. So I'm gonna be reaching out to them to see if they'd like to come on and chat some golf with us. So RSM Classic, Taylor Gooch, now on LIV, the defending champion. Joe, you got the odds up and rolling?
I'm bringing them up, but
Okay.
I did an in-play bet on the St. Louis
Jesus.
Blues and Avalanche game
Did you
for
take
the
the
third
Avalanche?
period. No, I did it in play, less than 5.5 scores because it was 3 at the point I put bet in, and I'm up $3.60 for the night. Let's go.
You are a madman.
That's right.
Madman. Good Lord. How do you
But I would have been down 40, and I'm up $3.60. Let's go.
Nice. Good job. All right. So
Um,
hang on a second. Last week's results. I'm on a downward spiral right now. I have officially taken over Jeremy as the person who sucks the most this season.
Thank you.
I missed my third cut in a row. Sam Burns
Yes.
apparently, after shooting 80 almost, then decided to withdraw with 6 holes to play when he had to come back. And he's like, fuck it. I'm not making the cut anyways. I'm not going 6 for 6. Let's go home. So that was nice to see. Joe had Taylor and you totally jinxed him. So
yeah,
good job. Good job. He finished 57th. Nice, Joe. Well, way to go, buddy. Jeremy won the week with Aaron Wise, the original Wise guy. You got 38 points for that. We're just killing it. I think combined all of us the last 2 weeks, we have, let's see, 16, 20, 58 points. Yes. Balling big time. So Joe, let's hit the odds, and then it's Jeremy, you, and me for the picks.
Yeah, favorite Tony Finau, no surprise, 5.5 to 1. Brian Harmon, 18 to 1. Wow, that's a big gap. Seamus in the field 22-1. Jason Day 25-1. Montgomery, Tom Hoagie 28-1. Keith Mitchell, Joel Damon 30-1. Danny McCarthy 33-1. Sahith Thagala and Maddie Neesmith, Mackenzie Hughes 35-1. Webb Simpson, Davis Riley, Patrick Rogers, Wyndham Clark 40-1. JJ Spawn 45-1, along with Matt Kuchar. Kevin Kisner at 45-1 as well. Justin Rose, Alex Smalley, Will Gordon, Brennan Todd, Taylor Pendrith, Aaron Rye, 50-1. Let's go down some more.
That's Joe's favorite English golfer.
Chesson Headley, 175-1. Stuart Sink, 175-1. At the bottom, 301. Peter Maltnati, Harry Higgs, Doc Redmond, 300-1.
Dude, Harry Higgs has played decent lately too.
Harry Hall, 200-1.
Yeah, I saw that. That's deep for him. Deep for him.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
All right, Jeremy, you are up. Who is your pick for the RSM? Uh-oh. There he is. Okay. Jeremy, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
RSM pick. Who you got?
Who is your pick?
Sorry, froze there for a minute.
Yes, you did.
I'm going Mackenzie Hughes.
35-1.
$35-1. All right, Joe.
I'm gonna take Patrick Rogers again.
Oh, you fuck! God
40-1.
damn it! I'm like, Joe's not gonna take him. I'm gonna take him. Not gonna take him. You bastard. Okay, so that I gotta do it. I gotta go back to Taylor Montgomery. I gotta bring back some good juju for him because what is that?
Patrick Rogers. Put $10
Nice.
on him. Let's go.
God damn it! I had it written down ahead of time. Right there, see, right there.
That's why you gotta
Did
win
you
the
see
week
that? Did you
before.
see Taylor hole out that wedge?
Oh, was that amazing on 18?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his
Bounce
swing
dunk.
speed is faster with his sand wedge than my driver. That was a very ferocious swing. Very nice.
I look at his wedge swings and I look at mine and I go, I am not that committed at all to my wedges. It's probably why my 52 degree only goes 100 yards. All right, what was Taylor's odds? Joe?
Let me pull that up. PGA Tour Golf. Futures are some classic. Taylor Montgomery is down here. 28-1.
28-1. Okay. Hey, we're all in the bonus this week. All right. Oh, I think I got some new BGM business cards. Hey.
Very nice.
Boom. We're up to 18 people already signed up for next season. Got three new players. Can't wait to meet them. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you did because you were talking about Discord. Oh no, Joe talked about the newsletter. Got some head covers coming. Limited edition. There's only 10 of them available. So if you're listening to this and you're in Vegas with the VGN tour, hit me up on Discord. I can save one for you. So far, 4 people have claimed them, so there's only 6 left. Get on it. Get on it. Got anything else?
I do.
He's got the finger. So when I curl my mustache, I'm using beard oil by Man Beard.
When I distill my bourbon.
Look, this tells you how ready I am to go to bed. Right there.
Yeah, it's late for you, man.
Oh my God.
Do you want to just leave it recording and you can go take a nap? So one of the, I guess, newer listeners of the podcast, I ran into him at Shriners. He recognized my T-shirt. He saw I was wearing an Old Mac logo on my chest, and gonna
Your
give him a
hat
shout
and
out
your
because
glass.
like he was the only person that noticed I was wearing an Old Mac shirt. His name's Jenner Wilson. He's from Utah, and been chatting with him a little bit on Instagram. Super cool dude. Totally gets the vibe. He goes banding every year, which is a major goal of mine because it is the greatest place you can ever go. But I posted that video of Pasatiempo earlier today. You guys saw that?
Yes, it did.
The video for by Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, greatest back nine you'll ever play in your life. But he brought up that the par 3 finish is kind of a letdown.
Ooh.
Is a par 3 finish a letdown for you? And what is the greatest par 3 finish you've ever played?
Club at Sunrise by far.
No, trash. Garbage.
North Las
100%.
Vegas par 3.
Desert Willow?
Angel Park.
No, that's a par 4. Desert
That's a
Willow.
par 4. Angel Park Cloud 9.
Yeah, but
Do
what
we have any par 3 finishes in Vegas?
Club at
besides
Sunrise?
Club at Sunrise?
But that was a switch.
No, I mean,
Well, that's not the original layout.
it used to be the 9 and they switched it to 18, but they've switched.
Yeah,
it
and
back
it's one of those things where it's hard to like to find those courses. I don't think we really have any other than Club at Sunrise.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. Wow, Club at Sunrise could be the only par 3 finishing
could
hole
be,
in
yeah.
Vegas for a full 18.
Yeah, for a full 18.
What about Los Prados? What's the last hole there?
That's a par 4.
Par
Up
4?
hill, yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
But is a par 3 finish a letdown for you? If you're gonna, even if you were playing, say, Cascada or Bandon Dunes or wherever the course may be, is a par 3 finish a letdown for you?
I'll say this. Let's say you've played 17 holes and you're shooting a career best, a PB, and you pull up to the tee box and it's a par 3. Are you happy?
No.
No?
I'd rather
not?
finish with a par 5 if I have a shot at my personal best.
Oh,
Because you can get there in 2.
you can get there in 1 on a par 3.
You can, but I mean, you're talking about greens and regulation percentage that you have achieved 5% this year, 31% of the time. If you're going for a personal best, chances are 1 out of 3 times you're missing that, or you're hitting it.
Yeah, no,
So the odds are
I'm just
against
thinking if I'm
For
if-
you personally.
if I'm pulling around the corner and it's a par 3 and you don't have to worry about hitting driver. If you miss the green, you can still get up and down, save par. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure out of the game as far as
I think a par
having to
5
hit shots.
takes some. I think a par 5 takes more pressure out of me than a par 3.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the par 3 though. Like
Well,
if you
yeah,
roll up
now,
and it's 17
If it's
at Shadow
100
Creek or
yards, I
something.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, if it's at Wolf with the island green, yeah,
Mhm.
completely different. But
I mean,
there's a
in
normal
I guess I'm
par
thinking
3.
too much of Club at Sunrise.
No, Pasatiempo 18 is a treach. I mean, it's not very long, but the green is treacherous. It's
Mhm.
No,
you
so
know, you're
personally,
going over
me,
canyon. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of a par 3 for the last hole in the course. That means the big golf experience ended on the last hole, and this is just like, it's kind of like,
but
Las Vegas Golf Club or Las Vegas Country Club. You've got that great par 5 finishing hole
yeah,
over the water, and then you've got the 19th hole, which is just a short little par 3.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that being the 18th after that hole.
But what if 17 and 18 were flopped? Because 17 is a great par 3.
Yeah, but it's a great par 3 because of the surrounding. It's just a basic par 3, but because you have that enormous structure right behind you, that's such a classic.
Now, what
iconic-
if? Here's one thing about a par 3 finish that's incredible is you have an opportunity to hole in one.
Absolutely.
Now, if you ace the 18th hole on your PB round, like, or to go PB, like, that's pretty sick.
What's wins? What hole is that you can
That
win?
is a par 3. That is a par 3.
That's right.
You're right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that is a par 3.
So what can you win? 10 grand if you make a hole in one?
Depending on what tees you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that make it better? Like we're gonna end this on a par 3, but if you make a hole in one from these tees, you get 10 grand.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're juiced. Like going in that tee box, you're like, I'm fucking winning. We're spending the night here. We're going to, you know,
I'm a high
100%.
roller.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely adds to the experience for sure.
Now, if Shadow 17 and 18 were reversed, that would be a huge letdown.
Yeah. I mean, I
Because
haven't played
17
it, but
17 is a great hole, but
18's a great hole too.
18 is, but it's a finishing hole.
Yeah.
18 is a finishing hole. I don't think a par 3 is a finishing hole. It would be hard for me to assess a par 3 as a finishing hole.
Yeah, I mean, here's the tough thing is that's correct in 99% of
Well, think about
the rounds you play.
the preserve. The last hole in the preserve.
Yeah, it's a putter.
It's a gimmick hole. Because you have to have something to encapsulate the round and bring this to close. And hitting a putter off that just brings a certain level of entertainment to it. Because you have to do it. I mean, that's the history. No one's going out there to shoot a personal best, and no one's going out there going, "Oh yeah, I what did you do? What'd you do on 13? What'd you do on 13? Oh, I hit a stock 9-iron. What, you didn't use your putter?"
What do you speaking of that, like, what do you think the percentage of people that are not hitting putter off of 13 at preserve? Like people that don't know the situation. That's interesting.
That is very interesting. We're gonna have to ask Scott and see if he knows.
Yeah, like I mean, because people that go there should know the aura of the place.
You know about that, right, Jeremy? You got it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Instagram. That's social media. That's.
I would say like at least 25% do not hit putter off that last tee. At least minimum.
Well, same thing. How many people do you think hit the tee shot on the 16th green at Sheep?
Yeah.
Right. That.
Yeah, I mean, there's an aura out there, and it's knowledge, it's golf geeks, it's people that really are fucking nerds about it.
I just don't think a par 3 can be a way for you to end a round of golf.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really tough to end your course on a par 3. Like, I don't see the majority of architects doing it, and you don't really see it that often. But at Pasatiempo, to me, it really works because you are encapsulating this incredible back nine, the way it moves through the mountain and the hills and the bunkering. And Alistair McKenzie is like, here's a short one for you. Let's try and cap it off with a high note. And the green is treacherous. It's like, it's not as 3-tiered as 16th, but it's 3-tiered, and you got to carry a ravine.
So how much have you read about that? I mean, I'm curious because I know you're a geek about architecture. And how much do you know about why that is a par 3 to finish the course? So I'm curious. I would love to know his, because I mean, obviously,
yeah, I know I've read it. I can't pull it out of my head right now, but I know I've read about it.
Was it, this is the way the design worked out, and oh shit, we didn't have much room, so let's just.
Yeah, I want to say I'm not 100% sure on this, but I want to say that they were short. I mean, because like the rest of the holes were so good that they ended up a little short on the 18th. I want to say that, but I'm not 100% correct on that. Like, I can't confidently say that, but
I would love to know that.
If there is a greatest par 3 finishing hole, I would have to say, like, I haven't played every course in the world, right? But Pasatiempo has to be top 5.
Isn't the Greenbrier finish on 18 on a par 3?
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a list of the top 10 best par 3 finishing holes.
Oh, let's go.
Let's hear it.
Stack
nice.
Oh, earning his weight. Let's hear it.
So it's not necessarily numbered, but the way they put it in order leads me to believe that Pasatiempo is number 1.
Ooh.
Good call,
Um,
Joe.
Followed by
Curly
Greenbrier,
mustache.
Old White, Cascades at the Omni Homestead Resort in Hot Springs, Virginia.
Be a Virginia thing.
Garden City Golf Club in New York. Medina, number 1, is, yeah, that hole's incredible. I'll send you this link. Myrtle Beach National. Some of these kind of look like normal par 3s, but it's in such good shape that it just looks incredible. Roaring Gap Club in New York, or in North Carolina.
East Coast thing so far.
Yep. Burning Tree Country Club in Greenwich.
Yeah, Burning
Connecticut.
Tree's got a great logo.
Great logo.
Sandpiper in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Brackenridge Park Golf Course in San Antonio. That looks like a Muni, but it might not be. Sorry if I offended anyone. But yeah, Pasatiempo. I mean, looking at the pictures of the ones that they put on there, it looks insanely incredible and totally is a great finishing hole for a par 3.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on the hole. Like looking at this, the bunkering is incredible. You're hitting over a Varenka.
Yeah, Varenka.
The green complex looks awesome. The scenery around it, the clubhouse up on top of the hill.
Yeah.
It depends on the hole, the layout. If you've got a hole that's just extremely difficult green with undulation, hazards around it, but it's scenic and people can watch you hit into that green, that makes a difference. But if it's Club at Sunrise 18,
trash.
Total letdown.
100%. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Pasatiempo 18 is great. I mean, I wish it would have ended on a different hole, but man, that's a great par 3. It really is. And you can watch that every year when they play the West Coast Intercollegiate or whatever on
I would
Golf
have
Channel.
loved when they did the renovation at Club at Sunrise. I would have loved to see them extend that 18th hole out into the ditch and built like an island like players, and just had a big ass green out there that you had to hit a 230 yard. If you're gonna finish and make it a par 3, make it a par 3.
Yeah, it's Club at Sunrise. They're not gonna do that.
I know, but I mean,
that would be cool though,
right?
Little peninsula over the ditch.
Little peninsula out over the ditch. You can see the floating carcasses and the garbage bags and shopping
Coleman
carts.
coolers.
Coleman coolers is floating in the surroundings. I mean, epic.
Yeah. Point being, we need to go play Pasatiempo at some point.
Yes, we do.
That's all I'm saying. Greatest back nine you'll ever play in your life. Jenner Wilson also agrees. So yeah, and he's played Bandon, so
All
multiple
right.
times.
So Jeremy, we were talking a little bit about a 50th birthday trip, since April got stuff going on and not going to be able to probably do anything on my actual
the
50th.
Masters. Yeah, Masters.
No, it's the 23rd, not the 7th.
Yeah. There's a child coming.
Oh yeah, that too. Joe.
That's the main thing.
Thinking about myself, sorry. But we're thinking about doing a little San Francisco, Pasatiempo, maybe
Lake
some
Merced.
What's the
there's great golf up there.
Where the PGA Championship was that Colin Morikawa won?
Harding Park.
Do a little Allegiant Airway want to get away $70.
Yeah, $49.
A $49.
98 round trip. Yeah.
So we may have to discuss that too. All right. I think that does it for this week. Everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in, of course. If you have not, please go down into the show notes, click on the links for some of the sponsors. If you're in Vegas looking to buy a home, move in here, have some plans to move here, hit up Bob West. He is the golfing real estate agent. Him and his team do great. And he sends me a monthly evaluation of the area.
Me too.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So much good information. Las Vegas Golf Superstore, another brand that we support out here. Go in, visit them. They got a great staff there, great guys, great inventory. Just, I mean, their used club selection right now is overwhelming because I think so many COVID golfers that are like, fuck this game, are selling their shit back. So go check that out. They got some amazing deals. And FN3P Golf, there's a link in there. We got a coupon, discount code in the show notes. Use that, save some money on your order. Thank you for supporting them because they support us and we do appreciate it. Mr. Keith, why don't you take us home?
Yeah, one more shout out. Shout out the always open, the always present Roberto's. And thanks for tuning in this week. Thanks for listening.
What? Where the fuck did that come from?
You know, Roberto's is always there for us. That's one thing that you cannot deny.
Okay.
It's true.
You know what? I appreciate anything that makes me spend more time on the toilet than I need to.
Hey, but when you need a bean and cheese, there's always a Roberto's down the road. So shout out everybody listening. Tell your friends, tell your homies. We talk golf every single week. We love Band and Dunes. We love Pasa Tiempo. We love Club at Sunrise. We love all golf. And we appreciate you for listening. Tell your homies, and we'll see you next week. Later.
Later.
Later.